Hello, my name is Andrea MMT. I am going to do manual muscle testing for forearm pronation. I'm going to start with my clients in a seated position. The shoulder is going to be adducted, the elbow flexed, and the forearm supinated. I am going to stabilize underneath the distal end of the humerus and palpate the pronator teres on the volar aspect of the arm. I'm going to ask my client to flip his arm over. So go ahead. Yep. Perfect. And next so that was a 3 out of 5, which is fair strength. I'm going to apply resistance to my client to see if he's any stronger than a 3 out of 5. So do not let me flip you back over. So we're going to do 3, 4, 5. So he is fair plus, good, and then normal strength. We know my client is a 5 out of 5 on pronation. However, we are going to just demonstrate what a 3 minus or fair minus would look like. So he is going to do not quite full range of motion, but more than half. So go ahead right in there, and then you would flip back over. We're going to demonstrate a 2 plus, which is less than 50% of full range of motion. So right there, and then kind of flip over. Now we're going to go into gravity eliminated. So we're going to bring his chair closer to the table. My client, a little bit closer for me. There we go. My client is going to have his elbow flexed up onto the table, and he is going to start with his arm facing him. I'm going to palpate under the humerus again, or stabilize under the humerus and palpate at the pronator teres as my client brings his arm away from his face, facing the opposite direction. Very good. So that is a 2 out of 5, or a plus, or a 2 strength. Now we are going to try to see if my client can get to a 2 plus, which would be poor plus. I'm going to try to pull my client into supination. And because he is able to resist that, we're going to call that a 2 plus. We're going to demonstrate a 2 where my client is able to do the less than 50% of the movement. So he tries to go into pronation, but that is all he has. We would call that a 2 minus. And then we would attempt trace, which he has a little bit of a twitch, but no actual movement. And then no movement at all, which would be a 0. My client is unable to even demonstrate a twitch.